So congratulations to both of you on such a beautiful film.
Thank you.
It honestly was one of the most sincere pictures that I've seen this year. It was incredibly raw. I think it was really as much for kids as it was for adults.
Sure.
My first question is for you, Mr. Neeson. When you're picking a character to portray, what really draws you to that character? Because I know you have this picture coming up. Now you have Silence in Martin Scorsese.
Well, it's the script, and in this case, it was Patrick Susskind's book that he adapted. He adapted the scripts from. It was. I'm an avid reader in life, and when I was sent the book to read, it totally captivated me, and I felt it was an instant classic. I didn't want to put it in, say, oh, it's a kid's book. Far from it. It made me think, and I went back and read it again, and especially when I got to the script, it was like the script seemed to be really highlight and focus on certain aspects of the book that I had missed.
What was each of your first reactions upon reading the script adaptation?
As soon as I got asked to audition, I went and immediately read the book, and that really was the first time I saw what a beautiful story it was. And when I read the script, I guess I'd really just thought that it done the story of the book justice. That's really what I immediately saw, and I think it had.
And I really have to commend you, Lewis, on such a really haunting performance, I think, but it was also one that was very cathartic for viewers. How did you prepare yourself for a role that was so much more emotional than what we'd seen in trailers?
Yeah. This A Monster Calls was only my second ever film, and so it was definitely going in, maybe at the deep end slightly. And when I got told that I had gotten the part, I was obviously extremely excited, but I think there was also a bit of nervousness there as well, because, I personally had never, gone to that level of emotion before that Connor reaches in the film. So I was definitely nervous as to whether I could do that, but I think I also was confident in my own abilities, but yeah. So I was a bit nervous at first.
When you originally auditioned for the role, did you know how emotional it was going to be?
Well, as I said, when I got asked to audition first, I immediately went and sought out the book, and reading that really gave me an idea of what kind of story it was.
What's up for you, and what's up for you, Mr. Neeson, in coming projects or?
I've done a lot this year, so I'm on promotional duties until February, I think.
And for me, I did a film earlier this year called Boundaries with Christopher Plummer and Vera Farmiga, and I recently just finished a film in Ireland called The Belly of the Whale. And
my last question is for you again, Lewis. What was the biggest difference for you between filming a picture like this and filming Pan, which you were also in, and Boundaries?
Well, the difference, I suppose, is, I had a good part in Pan, but obviously my part in Monster Calls, I'm in most of the movie, so it was a much, bigger part for me, and I guess really the differences were, both films like Pan and Monster Calls both had a lot of visual effects, but I really think A Monster Calls, contains some really valuable life lessons, from the stories that the monster tells Connor.
Right. Well, it was a pleasure having both of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.